How you going, mate? I'm Adam from Machine Head, and I'm here with...
Xtina. Is this the last show of the whole thing?
Indeed is the last show of the entire Blackening touring cycle.
That's a whole chapter of your life and stuff.
Yeah, we were just talking about that on the way over here. It's been 5 years, start to finish.
Blackening was the first time you kind of had that particular lineup from beginning to end involved in stuff. How do you think that'll kind of inform the next album?
This one could be the greatest thing that we've ever done, for sure. Just because I think it's funny when people look at what you've done and say, oh, well, you couldn't possibly top that. You can't, there's no way. Yeah, well, you know what? When I was growing up, they said I'd never do that either. So fucking eat a big fat pile of dicks.
Have you decided who you want to produce it, or what do you guys want to do on that kind of level for the next album?
You know, we haven't talked much about that. I think it'd be awesome to have Trent Reznor do it.
Totally. Well, he doesn't have a band now. He probably needs something to do.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
Come on, Trent Reznor. Come on.
Come on, dude. We're just gonna go in and do what we do, and not really have any kind of a game plan as such, other than just making Machine Head songs, because that's what really reacts with the fans. That's what people want us to do. We have overthought it before, and it fucking blows up in our face. So,
which records do you think you overthought?
Well, I think we overthought two in particular.
Yeah.
The Burning Red was overthought a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Supercharger was overthought a little bit. It was a bit contrived, and that was fucking the wrong thing to do. You know, because as soon as we did kind of contrive it and follow an idea based on a rule or an idea that we set for ourselves, you could see it right away, and it wasn't natural anymore.
Yeah. And that's why maybe the Blackening is so powerful, because it feels like it's kind of from the heart.
I agree.
So is it true, like, Rob kind of almost quit the band last year? Like, do you guys kind of, there is now.
We've been together for a long time, Rob and I in particular, and we've learned over the years to communicate or miscommunicate with each other, when we got to this boiling point, we'd basically gotten to a point where we could finish each other's sentences, although wrong it may be. You know, we already know what each other's thinking, so we can't really communicate. You know, it's like, no, I know exactly what you're really saying, motherfucker. Fucking, you know. Yeah. We went and saw a therapist about that, basic marriage counseling. You know. To work it out, you know, because either you work it out or you get fucked. And
that's fucked, because you've got like 18 years of history and fans and music.
Right, and I think basically it comes down to the fact that we're both pretty stubborn, and we're not just gonna fucking give up like that.
Yeah, totally. So it's all good now?
Yeah, oh, much better. The bottom line is there are literally billions and trillions of possibilities out there that I could be thinking, and to fucking think that you have pinpointed the one thing that I am thinking, you're out of your fucking mind.
What do you think the biggest things you guys have overcome as a band?
Probably the miscommunication stuff that we had going on. You know, losing members, being able to come back after basically everybody had written us off. Our record label had written us off. Everybody pretty much had written us off, but after we put out Supercharger, we got dropped from our label, and there was no faith in the band from anywhere, you know, and so basically that kind of turned us around and made us think about what we were doing. And if it was going to be like that, then, like I said a minute ago, let's raise our middle finger flag up the fucking pole.
Yeah.
And if we're going down, that's the last thing you see from us.
Do you think it made you a stronger band? More resilient?
Yeah, well, you know what it taught us is that all we have to do is whatever we want. And that's what the people want from us.
Machine fucking Head.
They want to see us doing whatever we want, you know, and because that's what got us to where we're at, and they don't want anything else but that.
Set out to do when you formed Machine Head? Like,
Well, we had really low expectations when we started Machine Head. We wanted to be able to open the Slayer tour, open the Slayer show that came through our town.
that's a good dream
That,
to start with.
that was like the big expectation that we had. We wanted to be able to do that. And the second tour that we ever got was with Slayer as direct support across Europe. We way surpassed that tiny little goal of, hey, let's get the show.
You got like album of the decade. I mean, didn't you or something for the Blackening recently? Yeah,
We got
that's pretty big.
from Metal Hammer's readers poll. We got the album of the decade.
People dig your shit.
A lot of really talented bands. We won. We're the winners.
Yeah.
West Coast.
So the West Coast East Coast battle continues.
East Coast battle's raging, mate. Watch your back.
Who's your favorite band to tour with?
I'm a pilot, so being able to fly with Metallica and their Gulfstream G5, it's like the greatest aircraft ever built by human hands. And
You flew the plane?
oh hell no, they didn't let me fly. No, I got to fly in the plane, but I was like a kid in a candy shop. I took my camera in there. I got pictures of me and them all plastered up in my house and stuff, and taking pictures of the cockpit, taking pictures of everything. I was just like, oh my god, this is fucking so badass.
It's a pretty big tour, really, Death Magnetic. How was that?
It was awesome. It was great fun.
Sucked.
It's one of the best memories, one of the best group of memories that I have from the whole, band touring experience.
Yeah.
At one point, James invited me over to his ranch, and fucking we're out there barbecuing and just talking about life and riding quads and shit all over this huge ranch, and swimming in his private lake and shit. It's like, fuck, dude, this is fucking
Bitchin'.
fucking surreal, because I mean, Metallica was that, was probably the band that made me feel that thing the most, that made me want to do this. It was like, I didn't know that fucking music could make you feel like that. And to go from being that kid just introduced to metal to being this kid, paddling around in a private lake with one of the dudes that created the genre was
Pretty killer.
I mean, you can imagine.
Yeah. The next time tour you guys go on, do you want to do anything different? Is there anything you've always wanted to do as part of a tour and you'd like to try next time?
Yeah, I want to set up like a small tour, California, maybe San Francisco or Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, something like that, and fly the band in a small plane.
For real? And you fly it?
Yeah.
Have you made any sort of films over the last couple of years? You had captured much, or?
We've got all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
over.
You're gonna put out like a DVD or something in the
Yeah, we've got
the Blackening, the story, the 5 years.
Yes, we've had a videographer on the road with us. This guy that we have now, he's been on the road with us for the last year plus.
Cool.
So we've got a lot of good footage. So, I mean, I don't even know how they're going to be able to edit it all down into one thing.
Yeah.
It's a ton of stuff, but it ought to be really good.
Cool. Well, that'll be good. It's something to kind of tide people over for the album eventually.
2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's ages away.
Dude, it's already April almost.
Oh.
2010. That's not that far away, really.
Any final words on the final show of the Blackening?
Final show of the Blackening. I got 15 songs door to door, and I'm going to fuck 'em. Wow. West Coast.